So one of the biggest challenges is understanding buy and sell indicators. Okay, it's one thing. Many of you, you got a stock. Maybe you find it on Scan. Maybe your uncle tells you about it. Maybe you see it on Twitter. Well, it's great. Okay, you got a ticker. But what now? When do you buy? When do you sell? When do you stop out? When do you take profits? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So that being said, my friends, my name is Tim Bohen, lead trainer with StocksToTrade, and today we're going to be diving into the essentials of buy-sell indicators for beginners. Understanding these indicators is crucial for navigating the stock market effectively, especially if you're just starting out. Forget about the overwhelming jargon and complex strategies for a moment. I'm here to teach you some simple signposts you can use to build smart trading plans. Starting out, what is a buy-sell indicator? You might not even know what that means. Those indicators are tools that traders use to make informed decisions about when to enter and exit a trade. Now remember, you got to buy the stock, but then you need to know where to stop out and you need to know where to take profits, or else you end up with bad entries and exits. These indicators provide visual cues on charts, signaling potentially turning points in the market based on specific criteria, such as price movements, volume, or momentum. By mastering these indicators, you can spot opportunities and risks more clearly, enhancing your trading strategy. At the end of the day, you need to get started. You'll need to select a reliable trading platform like, guess what? StocksToTrade. Okay, it's the #1 trading platform out there, and it offers comprehensive charting tools and indicators. Next, you choose the stock you're interested in. Okay, now we got a platform, now we got a stock. Then you apply the buy-sell indicators to the chart. And by analyzing the signals provided, you can identify potential entries and exit points for your trades. Remember, practice makes perfect. Test, 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 test. Now, one thing key, I will tell you, a lot of traders make things too complex too early. They fire up their platform, they add a billion indicators. Begin with basic indicators. Like one of my favorites is MACD and VWAP, okay? These can provide clear signals about market trends and momentum. But beware too many indicators. I've seen this before. Some new trader will show me his charts and they got like 50 indicators, like real, like it's a mess. Keep in mind, no single indicator works all the time, so try combining a blend of those to give you a momentum indicator to validate your signals. Next, for when it comes to entries and exits, use the 5-minute candle theory. Maybe you've seen my videos on the 5-minute candle theory. It is so useful in getting you over the hump. And this approach helps you spot crucial entry and risk levels based on the behavior of the 5-minute candlesticks. It's a great way to understand market momentum and make decisions with more confidence and not be too zoomed in on those 1-minute candles. 1-minute candles get people in trouble. Okay. Next, we're going to be looking for stocks that are breaking through previous resistance levels. You hear technical analysis a lot. Technical analysis is heavily weighted on the analysis of resistance and support levels. So when a stock breaks through a level at which it previously peaked but could not surpass, it's considered breaking resistance. Very bullish. This often signifies strength and can indicate the start of a new uptrend. Now, how do you use that? Watch for a stock to break above its recent high on that 5-minute chart with significant volume. Can't be low volume or average volume. It needs to be significant volume. This increase in volume suggests that the strong buyer interest and could be a very solid entry point. So next, what that means is we're surpassing a previous high, and that can signal that the stock has momentum and potentially more room to run. And then what's great is you just set your stop on that failed breakout level. So if it breaks resistance and immediately pulls back to the resistance level, failed breakout, you move on. Now, one of the great ways to do this is to look for stocks making new highs with a higher than average volume for potential entry. Confirm the trend with other indicators to ensure you're not buying a peak. Use simple exit indicators. Like one of the things I think people overcomplicate is exits. I love using VWAP as an exit. We're looking for these strong stocks, and VWAP gives an average price a stock is traded through the day with volume and price. That's why I love it as the #1 indicator. It's an amalgamation of price action and volume. So again, you buy the breakout, but the stock pulls back and breaks VWAP. That's a strong indicator that the stock is flipped and selling pressure is on and you need to use on. Listen, consider using a trade that the stock falls below the VWAP, especially accompanied by increasing volume on the downside. It's time to move on. Now, if the stock bounces off of VWAP and maintains volume, that's telling you there's a good chance that you're going to continuation. So VWAP is really a bullish, bearish indicator that can tell you to stay in the trade or get out. So next, 5-minute candle theory. Talked about this a little bit. This theory involves using the behavior of 5-minute candlesticks to spot potential reversal points. A failed breakout is indicated by a sharp move up, by an immediate reversal, but it holds the bottom end of that red 5-minute candle. We call it the RCT, the red candle theory as well. After a breakout, you see 2 consecutive red down 5-minute candles. The idea is busted. It's time to move on. But if that bottom end holds, it gives you confidence in the trade, maybe even add to a winner on that dip and ride the trend up. Next is the 20 EMA and the 200 EMA. For swing traders, a short-term moving average, like the 20-day moving average, crossing below a long-term average, like the 200-day, can signal weakening momentum and potentially the end of a trend. Use that again to guide your entries, but then if that cross happens, the idea is busted, you keep your loss small and you move on. Consider this a signal to protect your profits and exit the trade if you're in a swing position that's starting to run out of steam. Some important considerations with any of these strategies. Always plan your trade. Always have a clear entry, exit strategy before you enter the trade. I can't stress that enough. All of your decisions should be made before you enter that trade. It keeps your emotions out. Knowing your plan ahead of time eliminates those emotional-based decisions. Next, once you're in that trade, your criteria are laid out and you monitor for momentum. Especially with easy entry indicators, confirm the move with momentum, and volume is such a key. Higher volume on a breakout suggests higher conviction in the move, higher probability of success. Avoid low volume breakouts. Then, as always, you're constantly evolving and adjusting strategies. As you gain more experience, you'll find certain strategies and indicators work better for your trading style. Listen, there's some indicators that work for others that don't work. Refine and find what works to you, and it's okay to adjust your approach as you learn from what works for you. Review daily and weekly to spot those trends. Next, spend time observing how these indicators behave in real time. And one of the best ways to do that is to join live training sessions or webinars by experienced traders to see these tools and their strategies in real time. And I'm actually going to give you a link and directions here in a second. And as always, guys, if you're brand new, don't be afraid to practice with paper trading. I know a lot of people like to mock paper trading, but if you're completely new, it's a great tool. I would hate to see you place your very first trade with real money. It should be a paper trade. So being said, before risking real money, StocksToTrade has a built-in paper trading feature to practice your strategy and get comfortable with these buy and sell indicators. And at the end of the day, StocksToTrade is your absolute trading edge. Your success in trading comes down to the quality of your trade plan and the tools at your disposal. That's why I recommend StocksToTrade, a platform built by traders for traders. With real-time data, dynamic watch list, and advanced charting tools, StocksToTrade gives you the edge you need to find to execute profitable trades. It's more than just a platform. It's a trading workspace designed to streamline your process and enhance your decision making. And with the option to paper trade, you can sharpen your skills completely risk-free. Listen, trading is as much about protecting your capital as it is about making profits. By starting with these simple entry and exit indicators, you're laying the foundation for success and a disciplined and potentially more profitable trading journey. No indicator is perfect. Use them as part of your broader analysis to make informed decisions. If you found value in this video, don't forget the like button and subscribe for more insights. And if you're ready to take your trading to the next level, check out StocksToTrade real-time webinars below. You'll see a sign up. These webinars are all day long, 6 times a day, nights and weekends. You see the system in play. You see the indicators in play. It's 100% live and 100% interactive. I can't think of a better way to really refine everything we talked about than seeing a successful trader use the tools in a live webinar. And they're 100% free, guys. Just click that link and join the next one that's convenient for you. We'll see you there.